Hi everyone, and welcome to this mod spotlight featuring the Plateosaurus by Faye. The Plateosaurus is an early game herbivore with a mortar and pestle saddle much like the equus, and from what I understand, it's supposed to be a creature that generally improves the effectiveness of other herbivores as well. So first things first, let us go forth and find one for ourselves. So with these being an early game creature, they're supposed to be relatively common. They can be found in jungles and redwoods, as well as the canyons and green desert of scorched earth, the fertile region and bioluminescent region of aberration, and otherwise, you know, more predictable locations like Scotland's jungle and redwoods, city centre, forest and desert oasis on extinction, you know, all the typical places you might find, you know, a large supply of herbivores. And if you're wondering what I'm riding today, I am riding the Draconics by Snapping. This is another early game herbivore I just checked out very recently, really enjoyed this one. And, you know, kind of looking for an excuse to use it some more and just see how it feels in an actual playthrough as I run around looking for a Plateosaurus. And I think I just found one I did find one immediately, but that's not the one I was looking at. So I was looking at... That's you over there? Yeah, there we go. Level 20 Plateosaurus hanging out with the parasaurs over there. And the fact that it's a baby one running around, which was just barely the size of a dillo from what I saw. Very cute and tiny. Oh, there you go. Yeah, just sprinting around all over the place. Level 15 adolescent. Ears just running. Really cool colours, actually. Now, these guys, they are, ooh. That's really not what I wanted to see. What level are you? Level 40. You know what? It's no wonder everything's running around panicking. Okay, well, I could just claim that baby, but that's boring. So, the Plateosaurus is a typical knockout tame. And it prefers either basic or simple kibble. We have to find out which one. Hello you, you're looking very cool. And they are defensive, so if I attack it, it is going to fight back. But thankfully what I can just do is oh, you can't burr it. That's interesting. Well, in that case, let me just go ahead and just knock you out. I've got a very nice crossbow, so yeah, there you go, very quick knockout. And I do believe those compies may have just instantly... Oh, Dillo... Yeah, of course that would happen. He was only level 20. Let's go find a better one, shall we? Die. Yeah, besides, I'm not feeling too good. Oh, that is badass. Hello. Two giant trikes absolutely wrecking a Meraxes is about to win the fight. I should just get out of here very quickly. That was cool to witness. Two fat trikes. Absolutely kicking ass. But yeah, no, with there being a Danatherium nearby, let's go ahead and look for a better level Plateosaurus then, shall we? Well, this isn't really quite the thing I want to be knocked out next to. Never mind. Well, they all finished their battle. That was kind of cool to witness. What are you? Ooh, future video. Oh, hello. There you are. I thought that was a parasaur just running by the trees there. You are level 25. Well, I suppose 25 is better than 20. But otherwise, it did not take very long to find a second, technically third one if we consider the baby. Did not take long at all, just the fact that my little guy is relatively slow-ish. But, as we saw, we cannot bowler it, so I'm going to go ahead and shoot you. But I do have a big, strong crossbow, so you should knock out. No, you are going to run. Oh, there's another one right there. Okay, well, first of all, let's just go ahead and... oh, there's actually quite a few of you. Yeah, there's another one right there that you're running into. Really wish I could bowler this bugger. But alas... Oh, this is... I'm not doing a very good job. Like aiming at my... Oh, there you go. Thank you for making my job. It's... Oh, you freaking... Really wish I could bowler them. But it is what it is. Thankfully, they're relatively common. Just getting very arced right now. Interesting thing to note, though, is that the other Plateosauruses did not aggro as this one's running into them. You're level 40. You know what? That's better. I'm just double checking. You definitely can't be. I know it's saying you can't be. I'm just double checking. No, okay, definitely can't be, 100%. That in the background is just a regular parasaur. Okay, so hopefully this one will be a lot safer. It is in a very dangerous location after all, but yeah, at least you're not getting instantly deleted this time. And like I said, these guys, they're typical herbivores, so berries and veggies and such, but they do like either simple or basic. It wasn't actually specified which kind of, you know, makes my job of looking at this a little bit harder. But what I can do is just quickly gather some measure berries, because if you really don't like one kibble, hold on, if I just do that and take simple, if it eats the berries first, then it does not like basic kibble. We'll find out in a moment and kill that dreadbeak first. Oh, there you go. It's actually already taken its first bite. And that looks like a kibble bite, unless it really likes the berries. That wasn't... Oh, that was a bit... Oh, okay, actually. So I think it is simple kibble then. So it does drain hunger pretty fast, actually. Quite a decent speed at that. I just want to keep an eye out because it's a very dangerous location. And I did not bring spiked horses, which, you know, would have been smarter. But, it is what it is. Oh, there you go. It definitely took a bite out of something. Was that the kibble? No, it's neither kibble. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't like basic or simple. Huh. Oh, okay. I think it liked the regular kibble. Yeah, okay. These guys like regular kibble. Right then, let's go ahead then. Let's just quickly get you into a bit of a safer location then, shall we? Oh, you are speedy. Oh, you are nice and speedy. Okay, first of all, so the saddle for these guys, for Plateosaurus, is accessible at level 25. To put 25 into perspective, this is the level you would gain access to things like Ambulocetus and Acrophysta, which are, or Acrophysta, I can't even say that word, from Sunken World, Stego Saddle, Pachyrhino, Procoptodon, Scorpion. Yeah, so that kind of... Wait, Meguana is 21? I never knew that. Okay, well, anyway then, let's go ahead and get you into the light. So, here we have the new Plateo... Hello? Oh. Guess I can't use photo mode. Here we have the new Plateosaurus then. I did check this out back in ASC, and it has finally come here to ASA. Looking fantastic. And it makes me giggle that I really recognize all of these brushes on the saddle. It's a very good looking saddle, actually. But... yeah, I like that, the brushes. It's actually a really nice looking saddle. Right then, so, in regards to... Oh, bloody photo mode. Right, so, first things first, speedy. Speedy with a nice... It's got a bit of a larger turn radius, but it feels right. It definitely feels nice and appropriate for this guy. You are such a goblin. You're just, like, stalking. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, okay, so pretty good turn radius. In terms of attacks or abilities, it's got its left click attack, which is a series of slaps, or claw attacks more accurately. Its right click is a big head swing. C is the old grab, I remember that one. X is nothing, control, Q, R, double check. Okay, cool, so it's got the two attacks and the grab. Now then, so I do about 31 damage on the left click, does about, 52 damage on the right click, but it does stop you while moving. Or stops you from moving, I should say. And otherwise, the C allows you to pick up small creatures. Oh, at least it should. Hello. Okay, maybe not Hesperornis, because I guess because they do swim. Well, no. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything I can actually pick up with this. And in the meanwhile, I can begin harvesting nothing. These guys cannot harvest. What about right click? Oh, okay, so the right click does a very large AoE harvest, but the left click does not. Can I pick you up? You're probably too big, aren't you, Apache? Yeah, me. Hold on. Gotta go back and pivot. Nah, probably not, but I can slap you and right-click you. Whee! Yeah, I will say that this guy does feel very nice to run around with. Very aesthetic, actually, especially like, oh, that lighting is beautiful. Whee! Though I'm not finding anything small like a dodo. That is a big trike. I don't want to fight that. I'd like to find something small to pick up. Or I can slap you. Die, raptor. Yeah, in terms of attacks, it's decent attacks. I'd say it kind of reminds me of Iguanodon, where it's not too strong, but not too weak. It's just, you know, decent. It's definitely decent for an early game herbivore. Where the Iguanodon's main perk, at least, you know, in the early game, is running around just being, like, generally sprinty. Oh, hello, little baby raptor. Can I pick you up? Oh, I kidnapped a baby raptor. You're mine. You're level 85. That's pretty decent. You are my baby. Oh no, that's actually really adorable. Can I attack while I'm carrying you? Yes, I can. I can't right click, which makes sense, but I sure can smack the crap out of it while I'm holding it. Well, that is one way to, you know, obliterate. Bye! That's one way to obliterate a baby. Any moment. Oh no, but it looks so cute though. You know what? I'm gonna let you go. Goodbye. Oh, that is not what we want to see. Oh, 75, that is really not what we want to see. Run away! I will also add that these guys seem to do quite nicely when it comes to navigating terrain. They don't get stuck on like little small rocks and pebbles. Obviously, you know, within reason, like I can't walk over that, but you can see it's definitely trying. It does have pretty good navigation, and of course it can jump. Oh, the jump's a bit funny. Oh, the jump is a bit weird though. Yee. Yeah, that jump is very strange, not gonna lie. But either way. So the main perk for the Plateosaurus is its saddle. Within the saddle, it works just like an equus saddle, mortar and pestle. So you can make clay, salt, narcotics, etc, etc. But what you can also see here is fermented narcoberries. Fermented in the ingluvies of a Plateosaurus, this sweet substance is irresistible to herbivores. Let's go ahead then, just gather a whole bunch up. And as you can see, it's a pretty slow craft, so it'll do it passively by itself over time, but it certainly does take quite a while. Now, fermented narcoberries are meant to have double the effectiveness of measure berries. So when you're in the early game and you get your very first Plateosaurus, you can just use that to gather more berries or whatever berries you already have and chuck it in its inventory, and it'll convert narcoberries into better measure berries, essentially. So I guess it's like a nice in-betweener between berries and crops, or maybe even better than crops, I don't know actually, but like before kibble. So it's another stepping stone of potential food, just like how we have like meat and mutton and prime, etc. Now we've got measures and crops and fermented nuggetberries. Now, meanwhile, consumables. That is... Oh yeah, that's all the same things. Crafted foods is... Oh, here we go. Herbivore Delight and baby foods. There's also pet brews. Okay, so I've made some brews. If I just level a couple points of health into this guy and now give it some medical healing brew. Oh, okay. It doesn't say how much, but it did seem like a large amount actually. Hold on. And it has a cooldown as well, but it's a cooldown specific to the creature itself, to the individual tame, and not like it's a general global cooldown. So if I were to, let's just say add, hold on, experience, and just gave you like a ton of points into health real quick. I want to see if the healing is percentage based or not, because that did seem quite potent, but it could be because it was a low, a low value. Let's try again. Okay, good. I'm glad. I think if it was percentage based, that would have been quite overpowered, but for a nice early game form of healing, it's actually really nice. I like that. That's pretty good. Now then, we also have, let's see, got the speed brew. Now, you're already quite speedy, aren't you? Yes, you are. What about if I give you the speed brew? You are exceptionally speedy. For just over a minute. Okay, that is definitely a high amount. Now, right, I said a moment ago I wanted to see if the stamina one would work while it's poisoned. I think it's safe to say that any action that consumes stamina would, would be the same essentially. So, let's see. Let's just see. As I will use up all of my stamina as quickly as I can. Oh my god, you are just all over the place, aren't you? Whee! And if I'm in the water, I don't think I should generate any stamina, so while I'm here, energy brew, it does. Oh god, it's a ton of stamina, but again, it could be down to level 420. It could be level based. Ah, you know what? Flyers. How is that going to behave with flyers? Okay, so first of all, I'm on a flyer, and... Yep, oh... I have thoughts on that. So, you can speed buff your flyers. I have opinions. Okay, what about stamina? Since, obviously, flyers being, really reliant on stamina as a whole. Let's go ahead and right-click a whole bunch. Just try and, use up as much stamina as possible. And can I use it while flying? Let's go ahead and double check, and you can. Okay, so again, it is value based, it's not percentage. I do like that it's not percentage. Actually, I think that's about like, what, 300 stamina, which is actually pretty decent. Huh. The speed is insane though. Okay, and what about the damage potion? So, by default, my guy, if I just set everything to passive real quick, by default, you are dealing 20 with the left click and 34, oh my god, 34 with the right click. Now, go ahead and just enable this. 25 and 41 Does it say how much it actually does? Oh, here we go. Oh, it's 20% weight, 20% damage, and 20% resistance. Oh, okay, so it's more than just damage. That's pretty cool. The fact that it does weight as well is very interesting. And I do like the effect as well. The effect is not too intrusive. So those are the 4 standard consumables. And by the way, in all of this time, I've only just now made my first fermented nugget berry. So as you can see, it does take quite a while to produce. Now, we also have access to the crafted foods. This is Herbivore Delight and Baby Food. So Herbivore Delight requires 25 fermented nugget berries, as well as honey, sap, narcotics, and stimulants. And this, when consumed by a herbivore, it awakens something deep within them. So I've just made 2 of these now, so go ahead and equip one, or consume one. And now we have 20% speed, 20% damage, and 25% resistance. And I already have a damage buff on me, so that leads me to think that these can stack. How much damage am I going to do now? 46. Yep, they do indeed stack. Again, I do like the effect. The effect, again, like just non-intrusive. It's quite nice. Especially when, you know, people have to worry about photosensitivity. That's actually quite... Oh, hello! That's actually pretty good. Sir, what are you doing here? Attack! Okay, so now I'm really curious. Oh, no, get off! Die! Okay, so now I'm curious. I now have all of these on my Draconics, which is a creature I've been running around with. Let's go ahead and try Adrenaline, Speed, Medical, because it is, you know, quite damaged, and Herbivore Delight. And yep, like, it does all seem to stack. Oh my god. Oh, you bloody tree, get off. Right click. Yeah, you do be quite speedy, don't you? Is there anything I can punch real quick? I have 1 minute to punch something. Actually, I've got 1.5 minutes to punch something. Whee! Oh, I did just get a huge amount of fiber, so, that's handy. Wow, this does make... Oh, Dodo! I heard you, Dodo! Die! 137. Not bad. Not bad indeed. Now, there is one more consumable that the Plateosaurus can make as well, and that is the baby food. So, the baby food, a sweet processed treat that ensures a strong bond with your baby pet. This basically gives you a flat 30% imprint bonus to babies. It's going to be used once per baby, but just straight up, off the bat, will give it 30% imprint. And overall, that just requires 5 honey and a ton of berries. And this guy can already get a ton of berries by itself, so it just really only requires 5 honey. I don't like that, to be honest. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to, you know, piss off the author, but I'm not a fan. I will say, though, however, that it is at least a nice alternative, because I know a lot of people aren't a fan of the skill tree. I personally like it, but I've always loved skill trees in any games, you know. I like min-maxing. But, in context of this, I suppose it is actually a nice alternative to the bonded taming. If you don't have the Lost Colony whatchamacallit, then I guess it's a free alternative to that, which is really handy. But then if you have both of them, if you, like me, if you have this and Plateosaurus at the same time, then you can get 60% imprint on any of your tames for free. Now, of course, Faye shouldn't have to worry about that. You know, she can design them however she wants, but that's just a thing to point out. Overall, I think that's everything. I think that's everything covered. Very interesting creature. Very interesting altogether. I personally think that is a lot of buffs and benefits for such an early game creature. Just my thoughts personally, I think that's like just far too many benefits. I definitely understand the appeal to wanting to make a creature last, you know, be more relevant into the end and late game. That's fantastic. But I think that's a lot for an early game creature. Personally, I think just a medical or energy brews enough is perfectly fine. Maybe the Herbivore Delight as well, but everything else on top, especially at an early level 25, I think is a bit much. And especially for the imprint bonus, just honey alone is really easy to get, so that's a bit nutty. I have noticed as well that this is very similar to Eocarcaria, so I guess if you like all these different buffs, then you can have double the benefits of having both creatures, one being an early game herbivore, the other one being a mid game carnivore. But yeah, like I said, that's just my opinion. Obviously Faye can do it how she wants. I just think that's a lot of benefits to get very easy and very quickly. Altogether just seems like it's kind of offering too much. I will say though, altogether I do really like the saddle. I know of all things, like considering for the longest time I used to not care about saddles, I do really like that fabric. Does remind me that I need to be a little bit more adventurous with my saddles, because I've definitely become reliant on leather. And did you know that leatherworking, you can get like some really cool patterns and such? Yeah, no, I do like the fabric on that. I think fabric is quite underutilized as a like a decorative thing, normally like as a drape. I do like the way that's done. But otherwise, yeah, I do think that's everything. I almost forgot one more thing, and that is the variants. So on the far left hand side, we have the default vanilla one, which I've just been checking out. The green one is the aberrant one, which I really like all the gentle speckles. I really like that patterning a lot. The darker one, I believe, is the paleo one. And the one really checking out the paleo one is the scorched one. So we have regular, aberrant, paleo, and scorched. I really like the paleo one. I do like those patterns a lot. I think the... you can definitely see there's some very subtle patterns on the scorched one there. I think actually if I go ahead and just quickly change like cheat set target dino color to like 01. Yeah, there you go. So now you can like see a bit more how it transitions. We just happen to get one where the colors are very similar. Ooh, I do like that actually. I was about to say that the aberrant one was my favorite one, but actually I'm a big fan of that. Ooh. And they all have different eye colors. The scorched one's got red, paleo's got orange, very piercing orange. Reminds me of Evo Giga actually. Aberrant has a bluish purple, and regular has a darker red. I think also, am I seeing that correctly? The aberrant one's got wider pupils. It does. Oh, that's a really neat touch. The paleo one's got very... God, you are really staring down my character. Yeah, you have very small pupils. Yeah, aberrant's got very wide ones, kind of adorable actually. And the scorched one, yeah, scorched and default have like very regular looking eyes. That's cool though. Very cool. Right then, otherwise, I do believe that is everything. Overall, a very good looking creature. I think she's done a fantastic job and it looks fantastic seeing it now in ASA. And I especially just really like how it feels to run around and traverse. I think for a travel mount, it feels really good, which is, you know, kind of what you want in the early game, is something to scatter around with. And I think these fit the bill quite nicely. Look at you. I love how curious all three of these look. And that one's like kind of looking out, guarding. Like, yeah, it looks like it's guarding us actually. Oh, what absolute cuties. They definitely have a lot of personality in their idle animations. Okay, yeah. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Cheers.